hoping that you all can hear me. Can you let me know if you can hear me? Is a little emoji, a little hi, will let me know that you can hear me. It's been a nice day today. But like I say, I'm hoping that somebody will come on and just let me know, yes, thumbs up. You can hear me. That would be really, really good, because that was the last problem that I had last time, was people couldn't hear me. So can you hear me? Yes. I'm hoping that you can. Is there anybody there? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, I feel like I'm sounding like a stuck record now. I might just get Derek to check it quickly to see if he can hear me. Yeah, because the way I have it set up on the phone, I can't test it for some reason, but I'm hoping that that'll be something that as I get used to doing these lives, that I can check it beforehand, or maybe get a new app that might do it better, because I think there's different apps that you can get to work on it and make it work better, or at least to test it beforehand. So yeah, I'm hoping that everybody has had a wonderful Tuesday. I have. I've had a really wonderful day. It's been indoors type of day, but yeah, I've had a good day. I can see that there's somebody on here, so not sure how many people, but can you let me know if you can hear me? Can you say okay? Because I don't know how it looks like for other people on their end, how you type or comment or anything like that, but I'm just gonna go for it, and hopefully that it gets recorded somewhere. That it gets recorded somewhere, somehow, at least with some sound. Yeah, so today's been a nice Tuesday, and we're here again, Let's Talk Tuesday, but this time I've decided to go live. It was a bit traumatic for me, the first one, but I'm determined to try them at least once a month. At first I said every couple of weeks, but I think once a month will be just fine. Just a way for me to catch up with people, for me to do something different and to do things slightly different. So yeah, that's where I am today. One thing I wanted to correct from my last video is that I said that my person who seems to watch me the most was Leanne Meyers, and in South Africa, and because it comes up as Liam, so I assumed straight away it's Leanne Meyers in South Africa. Well, it turns out to be my sister. It turns out to be my sister, and Leanne is her full name, but we all call her Lulu. So when I kept seeing Liam, I kept thinking, oh, it's Leanne Meyers, but actually it isn't Leanne Meyers. It's my sister Leanne. So Lulu, thank you so much, so much for watching me, and yeah, and supporting me. Absolutely, for supporting me. So thank you very much for that. Yeah, I'm having a good evening so far, but as you can tell, I'm very eager to find out if anybody can hear me. But yeah, so I just wanted to say to Lulu, thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for watching and commenting, along with a lot of other people, but very special. So I just wanted to make that correction straight away. Yeah, like I said, it's been a good week so far for me. Monday, Tuesday, and it's almost Wednesday, but good nonetheless. I hope that you all well. I'd have liked if people could put an emoji of some sort to show that they're well and that they've had a good January, or maybe not a good January. Your emoji can confirm which one it is, either a good one or a bad one. Mine, I would be able to put a good thumbs up one, because I had set myself some targets to do, i.e. watch less telly or work my way through that freezer, and I'm getting there. I'm getting there. It's getting better. It's getting better, and I'm working on it. I am working on it. So yeah, so mine would be a thumbs up in that I feel like I've made some progress. Better than no progress at all. Some progress. So yeah, which is really good. My topic for today was, have you ever had a diary? Have you ever kept a journal? Which clearly I am that person. I like to keep a diary or a journal, and I pick them up and drop them, as the years progress in my life. Sometimes I write in it quite often, then other times I can go a year, a couple of years sometimes, and not write anything down at all. But I do tend to write things down, whether it's making a note, whether it's making multiple notes about notes. I am that person who likes to write things down. And I can remember even as a child just taking, like, used to do scrap pieces of paper, fold it up, make it into a little book, and I would write in that. That would be my journal. I would write in that. So yeah, on and off over the years, I have always picked up a journal of some sort, or a diary, as I grew up knowing it, as a diary. And I'd write anything in it. I'd write things that I've done on a daily basis, things I've done in a month, things that have happened that particular day, or a memory, or an incident, or anything that I've witnessed, really, or whatever has made up that day. I would put it down into my book of tricks. So yeah, so I've had one on and off, on and off, on and off. This particular one, I started in 2013 and in 2003, 2003. And when I picked it up, it made some interesting reading, let me tell you. Some absolutely interesting reading. Some of it is happy, some is sad, but that's what makes it a diary. That's what makes a diary. It's a note or a record of what you've done in that month, that week, that year, whatever you've done that makes up your life, basically. That makes up your life. So yes, it made for interesting reading, let me tell you. When I went looking for it in the drawer, I thought, this book here, got stories. It's got stories. And I remember my diaries, from the little scrappy ones to these ones. When you write them, you don't necessarily write them for somebody else to read or somebody else to look at. But I know that in the past, Derek or Stacy, for example, has picked up my diary and read them in some shape or form. But it's not always meant for somebody else's eyes. Sometimes it's just meant for yourself and only yourself. But yeah, so I thought that I would read some of what I've written as my part of my Let's Talk Tuesday. Is read some of the stories that are in my diary. So here goes. The first one is written in March. The first story I'm going to read anyways is written in March of 2006 by the looks of it. The 7th of March 2006. So I'll start off by reading that, and then we'll go on from there, from that point. Well, no 2 days are the same in our lives, and the memories that we have will not always be pleasant. My children make sure of that. Renee has been wanting a new coat for months. I finally gave her the money today to buy the coat, and she put it on the parcel section on the bus when she had bought it. She says the bus was full when she got onto the bus, and so when she got off the bus, the coat wasn't there. The coat was gone. Because they have like a section in the front of the bus where you can put your coats. Anyway, she says the coat was gone by the time she jumped off the bus. Lord knows why she didn't put it in her school bag or even put the coat on. And I've put, Lord, keep Satan's hand away from my family, because I felt robbed. I felt that I finally got this money together and given her to go and buy this coat, and the coat got nicked on the bus on the way home. So on the bus, you see all sorts of people. Today, I saw the guy who tried to sell me a wedding dress a couple of months ago for £1. Now, let me tell you, going on public transport, I have definitely met and seen many characters, let me tell you. Many characters on the bus. Anyways, today he wasn't selling anything. Instead, he had his headphones on and he was singing loud to the song he was listening to, Robbie Williams, and making kissing noises. He then jumped off the bus, dropped his mobile in the process of jumping off the bus. He didn't even realize that he had dropped this mobile until somebody picked it up and ran after him to tell him, "Oi, you dropped your mobile." So that's something that made me laugh on the bus on this particular day, the 7th of March 2006. And I've put Psalm 17 verse 22a. A happy heart is like good medicine. It's like good medicine. So I don't know what type of day he was having, but clearly a very happy day for him to be sat there with his headphones on, singing away merrily to himself. He was a character, and I remember him. Used to always see him on, like I say, selling random things, i.e. a wedding dress for £1. So yeah, that would be just a little snippet of that particular day that I spent on public transport. I was always on public transport in the beginning when we first came here, because Derek and I worked in 2 different directions, and I don't drive, so I'd always have to jump on the bus to go to places and, things like that. But I'd encounter all characters, and I still do when I have to jump on the bus or the tram or anything like that. But yeah, so different things, like I say, make up my diary. Oh, hey, Mommy. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. And I'm missing you, by the way. I do feel like I'm not far away from you at the minute, Mom, because we're talking quite a lot at the minute, which is good for me, because it's nice. It's nice talking to you, and lovely seeing the photos you sent me today of your house. It's looking absolutely amazing, and I'm happy that you're settling there. I really am. I really am happy. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to read you another story from my diary of tricks. Let's see, what's this one about? Oh, okay. Letting go of our loved ones is one of the hardest things we have to face in life. Darren leaves for Uganda a week today. So Darren went on a school trip with school to Uganda, and this is part of the notes and the memories that I wrote down about that time in his little life. I feel so strong in my heart that I now don't want him to go, because I won't be there to look after my son, to make sure that he takes his medicine, because Darren has a lot of allergies and things like that, and I think I was worried about him being away and not remembering to take his antihistamine or anything like that. If he is ill, to keep an eye on him, but I know that I have to pray and let him go. Release him to the Lord. That's what I had to do. In the same way that I find myself not able or afraid to release Darren, Steve, Debbie, and the rest of the family are finding it hard to release Uncle Richard in hospital. So this was written at the time when Uncle Richard was poorly in hospital, just before he passed away. So yeah, my journal, like I said, does not just reflect the good times, it reflects the sad times. It reflects the times that we have to let people go and release situations in our life, and that not everything is in our control. That in as much as I wanted to be the one to control where Darren went, what Darren did, how he took care of himself, I can't always do that with Darren or any of my kids, or Derek, or anybody for that matter, that I have to be able to release them. And in releasing them, I can trust that God will take care of them where I can't, or God will take them through whatever they are going through where I physically can't do it. So yeah, so that was another thing that I wrote down in my diary, or the things that my family were up to. And then I have different things in my diary. So for example, I have little post-its in my diary. And this particular one was something that Stacy wrote to me. And she says, good night. And she would leave these little notes on my pillow. So they would go to bed before us, and then I would then go to bed afterwards. And when I would get into the bedroom, I would find a little post-it on my bed with an instruction of some sort for me. So this one was to say to me, to Mom, I need you to wake me up early, and I need you to write me a note for my English. I was in the middle of writing it and took the book home, but it was the wrong book, so I don't have the book, that i.e. the homework book that she should have brought home, she didn't bring. So she needed a note for the next day. So yes, I have little things like that in my diary, because they make me, they special to me. And I know that I can't always keep everything. I try. I do try. I try to keep everything I can, but that's not always possible. Otherwise I'd be surrounded by all the papers you can imagine, all the pictures you can imagine from the kids and things like that there. So for example, here's another perfect example of notes that my kids send me. And this is from Renee. This is one Renee did. And I don't know what year she did this one in. But it says, to Mom, I love you lots, from Renee. Yes, there's a picture of me. Stars and everything. I was saying to Derek, Renee's writings changed loads from this picture. So I don't know when she did that one for me, but that's one that Renee did for me. I have, this is a newsletter from the kids' school that they used to go to. And in the bottom, one of Darren's poems made the newsletter. And I've kept that in my diary. And this is from Friday the 4th of October, 2002. 2002. And it says, work of the week. The weather, wet, splish, splash, rapidash. The weather, sunny, beaming, burning brightly bright. Burning brightly bright. The weather, windy, wish, wash, blish, wash. By Darren Green Thompson, year 7. Hey yo, I've kept that one. So yeah, I got a bit of everything in here. And then another one that I have is, this is again 2005, and this is from Stacy. Okay, so it says, to Mom, I fixed it myself. It's like 2 hearts, which I'm assuming she's referring to a picture, but the picture's not here. I'm not sure where the picture's gone. That look like 2 hearts. It says, I fixed myself. It is like 2 hearts being sewn back together. Mom, I love you. You are always doing things for me, giving me things. Now it's my turn. P.S. Congratulations on being the TBMA, from Stacy, the Fix-It Company. She used to call herself that, the Fix-It Company. Use the pen to write TBMA and a note on the gift. And the TBMA stands for the Best Mother Award. So that was the Best Mother Award given to me by Stacy in 2005. So my diary, like I say, is full of amazing little bits like that, which, don't get me wrong, that's not all of them. I've got a box somewhere of more of this type of thing. Years ago, though, I had to go through it and get rid of things, because I can't keep everything. And as much as I would like to keep everything, I can't keep everything. So some things I have to get rid of. Some things I have to get rid of. Yeah, there's another poem in here that Darren wrote, and I rewrote it into my book. And that is in 2006. He wrote this, yeah. My mate, my dad, my protector, my savior and king, show mercy on me. For his compassion is everlasting. His river of love will never run dry. For this I give him my heart, my praise in fear in everything I do. For he is friend of friends, my dads of dads, and most of all, my king above kings. For he is the king who knows his followers. He knows my strengths and he knows my weaknesses. For he knows when I rise and when I sleep, for he is my father. Amen. And that's a poem that Darren wrote. So yeah, I encourage you to jot down your thoughts, jot down your memories, jot down anything that pops up. And like I said, this diary started in 2003. And I just add to it as I go along. I may never fill this book with my thoughts, but as something pops up and something happens, I make a note of it, and it's just a good thing to look back and to remember. And I think this YouTube is similar to this, in that rather than it being in written form, it's in video form, that I can put down my thoughts and my ideas. I can put down what happened today, what didn't happen today, things like that, what stood out for me today. It's another way of having a diary, So yes, I hope that you all are having an absolutely wonderful evening, and that I hope that we will catch up again soon. So I'm going to end it on that to encourage you. Take up a diary, write something down, video something. It's a wonderful way to put things down that you can look back at years from now and just appreciate and have a laugh, or even a cry for that matter, depending on whatever your subject is. I'm going to end on a little update on how I'm getting on with my New Year's resolutions. According to my phone, I am using 33% less screen time. How accurate that is, I don't know, but I'm going with that. It's a win in my books that I'm spending less time on the phone. I'm not sure about the tally. I am trying to crochet while I'm sitting in front of the TV so that it's not just dead time, but that is an update. Secondly is that I am working my way through my freezers, which is really, really good. Tonight we had burgers from there. So yeah, I'm working my way through the food that's in the freezers. That's something else. So yeah, more updates to follow soon. Yeah, on that note, I am going to say bye to everybody. I pray that you have an absolutely awesome week. And don't forget, laugh. Life's too short not to. Take care. See you soon. Bye.